So fun fact, this video was originally going to be me and my friend exploring a map called Slime Girl Island, like we even booted it up and messed around a bit. Oh my gosh, Wakashiki Hime! I'm pretty sure I'm butchering her name, but Wakashiki Hime! Oh my gosh, I love her. Whatever you do not touch that slide. I swear to God. But then I realized since summer is only 2 months away, this could work instead as a summer special. And well, Ito's latest map, that isn't an April Fool's joke, called Tower of Power Redux caught my attention too, since the name does pay homage to a challenge with the same name found in Ratchet Gladiator. And since it is a remaster of a level that started his weird maps, I thought it'd be nice to explore it instead. And before we continue, look at the comparison between the OG and Redux. Just incredible work. So you all know the deal by now, if this video reaches 125 likes, you can expect another weird level video sooner. So enjoy this fourth weirdest and the remaster of the original map that started all of this Slime Girl madness. We spawned at the bottom of the Tower of Power with lots of meme paintings, and we found the root beer woman straight away, and I had to be put out of my misery due to getting stuck on a chair.
Help me!
I'm stuck.
Help!
Help!
I need some doggone help!
That's not helping.
Help!
Alright, off to a good start I see. We discovered a room behind a cat picture that had a green head crab sitting there, and just like 3 previous times there was a hunt ahead of us, so we could access the death room. But it was going to be much worse this time around. We failed to use the turbine push pad and stumbled upon the kitchen area with the oil slime woman, and something weird happened.
They need some freedom!
What the fuck? What? How? A bit later on we found there were hot air balloons flying around the map, and Morta got a really good air shot on me. So outside the Tower of Power was quite a big racing track, and with so many different landmarks to be found, like a big parking lot with cars, a moving tank and so on. We then found some more funny paintings, and I got attacked personally with this one painting. I kind of feel attacked, you know?
Yeah, no, so do I.
I can't help it, I'm finished, you know? You know, wanting to die is like a natural for me. After being attacked, we found a piano room that had a picture of Yuri from Girls Last Tour, and I just want to tell everyone that Morten recommended me to read GMA Simulation, and I have read around 20 chapters as of writing this video, and it's so peak, I recommend reading it as well. Just outside the room was one of those teleporting outhouses that took me to a higher level of the tower, I think? I'll be quite honest, since this tower is so vertical it kinda makes it hard to figure out where it took you, but at least there was a funny painting there. Just shortly after that we found some room with an Aussie minigun and an unusual hat, and expressed my desire for one thing. This map is so cool so far, but the only thing that is missing is Mesho Dotto. You know, I love Mesho Dotto. Have you ever heard of Mesho Dotto?
Yes, you send me Meshodota memes every day.
This is true, I love Mesho Dotto, she's such a cute horse girl. We then stumbled our way to a very purple room that had a slime woman engineer and different pictures of Itosaurus, the creator's maps, and a quote so real that it's almost like a Shakespeare wrote it. Single taken. Standards ruined so severely by fictional monster woman that remembers of my own species no longer interest me. So real. I then witnessed Heavy about to fall, and we noticed a slime-like lady guarding a gravestone, which I do wonder who this grave will belong to. We then found ourselves at a place with a fireplace and a legit one of my favorite pictures ever on the internet. I just love the Sashiomo Fumo very much. We then discovered the same apartment building from Lethargic Pools and a manor, and at this point I am starting to think there's more to this place than just being some silly Easter egg. I don't know, does anyone remember from the previous video there being an actual storyline going on, so this apartment must have a deeper meaning, or I am just reading too much into it. It might just be the map creator's old apartment that he just keeps putting on these levels that make me sound like I am some schizo trying to solve FNAF lore or something like that. But what I do know for sure is that this time we had an actual boxing match, but a bit later on. We discovered some cave that teleported us to some different location and proceeded to just die. Don't touch the banana.
Oh, that's what I was trying to get you to do.
After coming back, we found a purple teeter with a picture of Ratchet, and you just gotta appreciate the rare Ratchet cameos on TF2 maps. I will throw out another trophy for this, but I am rather broke from buying Mesodoto merchandise, so have this cool rock instead. We then found a burger place with our favorite recurring Yuri slime couple. You know, after 4 videos I never talk about their names. Oh, and there was also a button that activated a laser near the boxing ring. After passing a radioactive room, we found ourselves at a dance floor that led us to a black room which had the death room, and we had to find the remaining 4 crabs, which was going to be more difficult than expected this time around. And so our search for the head crab started, and our first discovery was a huge portal on the ground that led us to Restless Plaza, an earlier map from the creator, and proceeded to combine our brain cells together to make some awful puns. Oh look, it's the pretty ladies. It's the star-with white woman.
Yeah.
Hitting a bit shutting, why not shop a bit at Hikikomori Mall, Peppino approved. Hey look, it's the map that we went to.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we've been there! A new manor appears? Could that be a Mad Manor?
Manor of Mania? A bit later on, we discovered the stone faced thing from Pizza Tower and those 2 slime girl swimmers, and once again this sign makes me laugh. Ooh. Nice ass. I then found a slime bunny girl and this pumpkin field, where it didn't have any head crabs, even though the least hinted one was near pumpkins. We discovered a flight of stairs, and when we went down we found lethargy pools under the Tower of Power. And it also makes sense for it to be under construction timeline wise as well, since this is a remaster of the first map. It's very cool how all of these maps are connected, like pools being under the tower, the train takes you to Hikikomori Mall, and from the distance you can see Manor of Mania. If only source wasn't so limited, it would be so cool to have the entire pools under this map. I know a box. I wonder is it like some previous map from him?
It is, yeah.
Shit, a lot of maps to milk, huh?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, I don't have to talk about Ford anymore.
You can talk about Ithosor maps and take, you know, views from his hard work. All we did was walk around.
Yeah, exactly. There was also a tribute to Kitty0706's Team Fabulous video. And now that I think about it, this level layout reminds me of the Mario Kart map. Is it just me? Probably it's just me. We then found a smaller burger place with pools, and I'll be returning to this spot way later on. We decided to finally have that boxing match, and it was so awkward when the game would not let us down, but at least we shared sandwiches. So we had our match, and I'm gonna share what happened. Never mind, I got my ass beat. And with it, the pain started. You see, the previous maps were maybe a bit easier to find these crabs in, but I feel like since this is a huge vertical tower and maybe some places sharing similar themes, it really made finding them so much harder. Like sure, some were easy to find, like one being at this cloud, other being at this satellite dish, the apartment complex. The cab one was maybe a bit tricky, but we found it early on. And it wasn't all bad either, since we did find some other stuff like the pools, the witch throwing you out of the tower, and a cheese room.
Sometimes I dream about cheese.
And the one crab was at the pumpkin slime girl room behind the coffin, and not at the pumpkin field, which was a bit unfair if you ask me. The worst one so far was the shelf life. We spent so long looking for it, as we thought it to be located in the Tower's Burger restaurant, as there were a lot of shelves, but it was not there. It probably is our fault due to us focusing on this one place due to us being dumb and not looking around the map harder, but like I mentioned earlier, the only shelves we found were in here. I would showcase our slow descent to insanity, but I don't think anyone wants to see 2 idiots complaining. So without being able to find the crab after looking for it for a long time, we decided to not clip into the death room. I do feel bad about it, but to be fair, we did spend 2 hours exploring the map and we were getting tired. We entered the death room, and if you have seen the previous videos, it's what you would expect. It had some map development pictures and a lot of either slime girl artworks, which is always a treat. My favorite slime girl from him is the purple tired one who is holding a lantern. I just think she's very cute and looks very relatable. There was also another room that had pictures of some map layout, which if I have to guess is probably a hint towards Ito's next map. And finally there was a box that teleported us to the skybox, which was a rather nice addition. And when we planned to end the session, this happened.
You have got to be fucking kidding me.
What?
You're never gonna guess what I just found.
Oh, crap.
It was right here, man. It was right there.
Oh, so this is the burger place?
This is the fucking burger place, man.
I'm not laughing. Okay, well I guess we can go back to the dev room then. Quite funny that after all of the searching, it was under our noses the entire time. We went back to the dev room to see if anything changed and it was still the same, so we just did the ending gag.
No time. Nicely done.
Now, he's dying.
Howdy.
Way ahead of you, buddy.
Alright, that's the map.
Yep, I'm done.
So that was Tower of Power Redux. It was pretty fun map, and if you were to compare it with the original one, you can see how much it improved. Like my favorite example is the burger place. But man, those headcrabs were such a pain to find. Despite those crabs giving us so much trouble, I quite like the level and I will mind seeing him attempting to remaster some of his other maps as well. If Ito could improve his original level this much, I think it will be rather cool to see how he will change them too. So again, if you want to see another video on Ito's map sooner, make sure to like the video, comment down below your own thoughts regarding this level, subscribe for more source related videos and have a nice day.
And so the two idiots discovered Tower of Power's secrets, and this marked the 4th time these knuckleheads stumbled their way through Ethosaur's slimy maps. So you all know how this will end then.